Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 142 of the Toonami Escape podcast. I'm Greg Zeno. Tonight we have B-Dubs and C-Kohler.
Hello.
Hey guys.
And tonight we're here to talk about I know there was a news story, but oh yeah. So thanks to the issue, we're getting 2 episodes of Sword Art Online next week.
The issue.
You
mean the glorious cannot be replicated ever again.
Incident.
It was replicated actually.
Yeah,
if you go to the cable thing, to your cable's provider's on-demand section and try and watch the episode, guess what it does at exactly the same point? I swear to God, I'm like, all right, I got to see this dumbass shit with the bomb and the boob and all that stuff. And
well, I guess we'll lay it out here. For anyone, I guess I don't imagine anyone who listens to this doesn't watch Toonami, but just in case, just for the record,
that when the show comes up.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Well, I mean, okay, I guess, but yeah, there was a glitch. We'll talk about it later. But then, you're right. What it means is that this weekend, we're going to see that episode again, as well as the next episode.
No, it's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This Saturday is the episode that should have aired, and then next Saturday is 2 more episodes. So
because Megalobox will be gone. Okay.
Megalobot. I guess they're just going to push back the premiere of the replacement a week. And yes, turns out there is a replacement because he said that on Twitter.
Yeah, although really what he said was, and we're talking about DeMarco, he said that they haven't announced it yet because they haven't gotten permission.
Sounds like a rerun to me.
No, it sounds like something that might actually be something cool, but
Shield.
No, please.
He said cool.
Yeah, not like something that makes me want to jump off a bridge.
What do you mean? Aren't you excited for the hottest thing in anime?
Is it?
Yes.
Is it really?
If you put up a Crunchyroll, you know how like last season Crunchyroll had their like state by state map, and every single state was Goblin Slayer. I think it's probably the same thing this season. Maybe a state or two goes Kaguya. Or there's probably some states that are mob.
Everything should be Kaguya or mob. Those are like the 2 best shows of the season. It goes Kaguya, mob, and then everything else.
No, Kaguya and mob are kind of close.
I put Kaguya over mob. I like it better.
Anyway, here D-Money at Hornswabber says, "How convenient! You have an extra week to find a Megalobox replacement."
Oh,
here's DeMarco. You're imagining we wouldn't already have one lined up 22 years in and just flying by the seat of our pants, eh? Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that is really stupid to say
that.
But
usually you would have announced it on Saturday because...
Well, I think he's right. No. I mean, they would have announced it this weekend. They wouldn't have announced it already.
It's the 14 days out rule. You expect
dude, they've done this before.
Yeah, they've done it before where it's just, they spring it on us if they have to.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, I think that there might be like lawyer stuff that's preventing them from saying it until like the last minute. But I'm totally with DeMarco on this. Like, I'm sure they planned this like 5 months ago, what's going to air. Well, maybe not 5 months ago, but months ago. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. But what do you think it is?
I want it to be... I know what I want it to be.
What do you think it is?
What do I think it is? I think it's probably... Well, I guess I don't know if it's mob because there's no dub information about the dub.
Here's the thing: the dub was announced, but then went quiet for a while.
Okay, well then I'll say it's mob.
I mean, it's probably mob.
I also think it's mob, but now that we're all in agreement, it's definitely not going to be mob.
No, it's going to be Kaguya.
That Super doesn't even have a dub announced.
That's why it's a secret.
I don't think it's going to be that show.
It's not going to be that show.
I give that a 0% chance.
I wish it was, but it's not.
Was there anything else we should talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about that One Punch Man trailer.
Okay, parts of it were very not good. Parts of it, I was like, yeah, this is okay.
I mean, come on.
What parts are okay?
Yeah.
Everybody was bracing for the animation downgrade. Like, it was going to happen, right?
No, I mean, yeah.
So
last season, it was like legendary animators on every episode.
So we've got a bog standard studio adapting stuff people don't actually like that much in the first place, and it looks like their schedule is terrible. And here's this trailer, and it looks like garbage.
Well, I don't think it to be fair, I don't think it looks like garbage. I just think it looks average. Like, the character models are clearly pretty good, except for that one character someone noted that doesn't look like a third as good as he does in the manga. But like, all the main cast look like they're on model.
Yeah,
it's just that like it doesn't have any flair to it.
It looks like a standard anime production.
Yeah, it looks like a slightly above standard anime production.
If only because the character models are drawn well. Yeah.
Right, because everyone's on model, and like there's some movement, and like it doesn't look horrible, but it's nowhere near what season 1 was.
Like, there's so much less detail. There's so much less fine animation, like detailed animation in each shot. The shots themselves aren't really dynamic. They're kind of pretty flat. And again, we're only looking at like 10 seconds of footage, but that's kind of what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
But that one girl showed up.
I didn't watch the whole trailer.
Oh. Tatsumatsu's sister. I don't even know her name. But
sister. Wait, Blizzard, right?
Well, I didn't know that. I don't know what her name is.
Oh,
it's like the tall version of her.
It's some kind of FUK starting name.
Well, she's in it because I guess she's in the show now.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Well, anyway.
One other thing, did you guys see the trailer for the new trailer for Fire Force?
Nope.
No.
Now, that's kind of the opposite of the One Punch Man trailer, because like everything I've heard about Fire Force has kind of been like, whatever. You know, I love Soul Eater. I like the art style that Okubo has, but like I never heard anything good about the Fire Force series, like anything memorable about it. And there's a trailer out there, and I'm like, wow, this actually looks pretty damn cool. So I'm kind of keeping my eyes on this. This could end up being a Toonami show in the future, I think. Like, it looks good, it's action based, and I just don't know if the story's any good.
I never hear about it, so probably
It's probably okay, but like, I don't know. The animation in that trailer really kind of surprised me. I'm like, wow, this looks really good.
Check it out, David Production can do fire.
David Production surprises me. I never understand what to expect from them. They're not like a Bones or a Madhouse where it's like you just know what you're going to get. David is kind of all over the place.
I mean, we get a bunch of the best Bones and Madhouse stuff, but they've put out stinkers before.
Oh, they have?
Yeah. Not everything they do is amazing.
Oh, I guess I've never really seen that stuff then.
It never gets talked about, so you never go out and see it. Unless you like brought up their page on my anime list and watched everything they've ever done.
Yeah.
Up until part 4 of JoJo, I just had sort of like a meh attitude towards David Production. I thought they've been okay, but not good. But the JoJo part 4 has really stepped it up. My opinion of them, I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Should we talk about the block?
Wait, hang on. There was one more thing, wasn't there?
Oh my god.
Oh, what? Yeah, there was. Shit, I can't remember now. No, I can't remember. Completely forgot.
All right. Well, I'm sure people will be yelling at us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh well, there was that criminal threats.
No,
video.
it was something about a show. I can't remember what the hell it was.
Did we already talk about the whole thing with the show?
No, hell.
All
I
right,
can't
just
remember.
getting it edited out.
No, for the life of me, I forget. No, let's go.
Okay. Dragon Ball Super episode 102, The Power of...
That's what it was.
What? Oh, it's called... Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
I knew it was something. The second you said Dragon Ball Super, I'm like, there it is.
All right, we'll talk about it, B-Dub.
Yeah, people think about it. It's coming back in July.
Yeah.
It's got the movie designer on the character designs.
Right.
Hey, I said B-Dubs.
Yeah, no.
I'm in charge here.
God damn it, people. Yeah, Super's coming back. They got Greg said they got the movie designer doing the character designs and stuff, and it looks like they have an actually good production schedule now.
And that they're probably not going to do a Broly recap arc.
I don't know. I kind of wish they would.
Well, if they didn't and we had to get the movie on Toonami, that would be fine.
That would also be good.
I also heard that they're not changing the name.
Yeah,
I think that's just a rumor.
Why would you? It's
I mean,
like the movie is Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be them taking a break. You know, it's
like
not like
said, Super is over. It's just like Super is not on the air right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just pointing it out because I saw someone mention it online. It's like somebody's asked, "What are they going to call it?" And then someone else was like, "Well, I heard that it's just going to be the same."
Wait, I've got it.
What?
Dragon Ball GT.
Do you think? Oh wait, here's a good question. Do you think
they're putting GT Goku into Fighters.
Oh yeah, they are.
And it's like he's just Kid Goku. Why didn't you just say it's Dragon Ball Goku? Why not just call it Kid Goku? Why add Why legitimize GT?
Wait, they're putting him in what?
Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's not Goku from Dragon Ball. It's Goku in GT when he was transformed into a kid again.
No,
maybe there's something different about him.
It's what is it? Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
No, not that one. That's not there.
They're putting that one in.
No, they're not.
I thought they were putting that one in.
No. What the hell did you hear that?
I thought that's what they were doing.
No,
why would you put Kid Goku in GT instead of regular Kid Goku?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, that's.
Well, I thought if you were putting GT Goku in, you do like the giant monkey.
No, because that thing's dumb, and they want that to end. Like they want that gone forever.
Well, then they got to stop using it in promotional crap.
Hey, man.
When have they used it in promotional crap? In like 1992?
No, the Heroes thing. Like,
well, the Heroes thing is
last month.
I think that's thing of just like shit. We need things to sell people. Put anything in.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't want to use it anymore, they should just stop using it.
Do you think that there'll be any more or be any references to GT in this next season?
I mean, there's going to be
there's always the chance that they decide they like something in GT and they pick it out and put it back in.
Yeah.
Like Oob?
No, not like
Baby or something.
Or like the Dragon Ball monster,
Like the evil Dragon Balls.
Yeah. Or the
but this time we did it well.
Yeah. Like, the Dragon Balls built up too much negative karma from all the wishes, and now, they're gonna transform into monsters that they gotta fight.
I just keep thinking that at some point Super will eventually get to the point that it catches up with GT, and then they'll canonize it.
I'm pretty sure that's the point. Like it's gonna catch up to at least the beginning of end of Z.
I thought the entire point is that
the end of Z.
Yeah. I don't think they're ever going to go past end of Z again.
You know what? I was stupid. This whole time I was saying GT, I meant the end of Z.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was saying GT.
Well, I mean, the problem is they keep getting closer to end of Z, and they're going to have to pass it at some point.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think eventually Super could get to the end of Z and then go on.
Well, hey, there's you can stick. It's Dragon Ball time. You can stick infinite amounts of time in there, in that gap.
That's true, but at the same time, it's like they're gonna do it. Like it would be ridiculous for them not to, unless they keep wishing everyone younger. Damn you, Bulma!
No, this is anime time. Like, we could have 4 seasons that take place in the span of like a month.
Yeah, I guess, but still. Like, at a certain point, it would just get ridiculous.
It's Dragon Ball.
That's
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super, episode 102. The power of love explodes. The magical girl warriors from the second universe. In this episode, never interrupt the transformation sequence.
Nope.
You
How dare you.
dick.
How
What do
dare
you think this is? A real fight?
Like, has anyone ever interrupted his transformation sequence?
He doesn't have one.
Oh, yeah, good point. Well, that's why he did it. He's got envy.
They are androids, so that would be inefficient.
He doesn't have a transformation sequence. They got to find him something,
I liked that they actually went and did the whole thing again.
They had to. It's the transformation sequence.
Top or whatever was all pissed off too.
Yeah, Top just like, you, how dare you? Posing should never be interrupted. Pose freely. Pose.
Do it.
I'm posing right now.
That's
no,
a
I'm
good
not.
thing. You should be.
What universe is that? Universe 2?
Yeah, Universe 2 is the one with all the magic girls in it.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, they had they also had one of the fighters that could fly, but then she got taken out by 17.
Yeah, 17 is just like, I hate people who can fly.
But then watch me stand on a beam of light.
Yep.
This is
How does that work?
I'm not flying, I'm standing on this thing.
Completely normal.
That was really cool though. 17 is really cool.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome in this episode.
Yep.
I don't know what to make of the main magical girl. Like, I don't know.
She's gonna stick around for a while.
I could take it or leave it, I guess.
I think like the entire joke is that she just becomes. I'm good.
Well, she becomes a morph ball, and she just like bowls at everyone.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then Vegeta can't punch it for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
No, I'm pretty sure it's because it's ugly, and he's like, nope, don't want to touch it.
Was that? I couldn't figure it. He just made a face and then like didn't do it. I didn't understand.
It's certainly not because it's too cute to hit, right?
Yeah, no, he'd have no problem with that.
That can't possibly be it.
Is that it?
I'm pretty sure.
I actually have no idea.
I'm like 90% sure it's because it's ugly.
Well, anyway, I guess it was. It's played for jokes. It's whatever it is. It's just Vegeta being like, whatever. Yeah, the power of love. That's their. Instead of having like beams, they shoot out hearts. Universe 2 is definitely different.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're kind of fun.
Yeah.
I agree.
Rip Cat Girl, though.
Yep.
She's like hunting her prey or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Ari.
She got wrecked.
Goodbye. Does anyone else have anything?
Nah.
Look, it's a fighting episode. It just goes into my brain as some fighting. So, let's talk about Boruto. Boruto, episode 22, Connected Feelings. In this episode, Stupidity.
Oh, I love it. Bring us through.
Oh, we can. Oh, you want to check your DNA? We can do that. I should have your your umbilical cord somewhere around here.
Because
that's a thing.
That's just normal.
That's totally normal.
Yeah.
And then that's whatever the guy's name, the bad guy, he basically gives a big long speech about like genetic superiority and all this other stuff, and it's just like ninja genetics and eugenics and all this stuff. And I was thinking,
and Naruto's just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then I was like, I was thinking like, why is this so bad? And I'm like, oh yeah, Kishimoto wrote this, didn't he?
Yep.
Oh, as you said bad, I think you mean amazing. Oh my god, they're acting like they really. This should have stuck.
What do you mean stuck?
Nothing.
No, I mean like, oh, it would have been hilarious.
Well, anyway, Sasuke, like Sarada's having like this fit, you know, like reasonably so, about like the fact that her dad is not acknowledging anything about being worried about Sakura, and then Sasuke just sort of looks at her and he goes, "Feelings don't matter. I'm on a mission."
I love it.
I don't care about your feelings, small child.
I'm a crazy person. I have a magic eyeball.
Visual prowess.
God.
But the most important thing that happens in the episode is that we learn through genetic testing that Sakura is not the mother.
Nope. Nope.
You are not the mother.
and then like Sakura somewhere is like kidnapped and like dancing now.
Yep.
But then they test Sasuke and it's like, you are not the father.
No, I'm pretty sure he's the father.
I'm fairly sure there is a Jerry Springer episode where it's like, which one of these two dudes is the father? And then it's none of them.
Oh god. So Sasuke got with slippery when wet, and then Sakura raised the baby.
Yep.
I love it.
I mean, it was definitely a very entertaining episode.
I love it.
Yeah, that's all I got. I was perfectly honest. I was looking for that double not the father on YouTube. I was hoping I think it exists. I know it exists.
No, I remember the one you're talking about. And I also am fairly certain it's real.
You know what's also real? Yamato's age lines.
Oh, that man is old. Well, I mean,
he does not look good.
Well, I mean, can I say this? Because, like, he was kidnapped for, like, 90% of Naruto's ending. Like, he basically got off the boat, and then went missing.
Oh, wait. I wanted to talk about this. Okay, I think this is all anyone was mostly talking about in the thread. Okay, so we got Snake Man himself, Orochimaru, and his henchmen just hanging out in some, like, secret lair, and nobody's doing anything about it.
Nope. He got a pardon.
Why?
I don't know.
And then what made me laugh was that Sarda was like, well, where's Karine, or where's this woman? And he goes, oh, Karine? Oh, well, she's in a different hideout. And I'm like, if it's called a hideout, then that means you are villains.
Yeah, like, why do you need to hide if you're not the bad guy?
And then Naruto's just like, dumb. Hey, I know we don't see eye to eye, but blah, blah, blah.
No.
Indiana Jones and Hitler. I know we don't see eye to
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Something must have happened at the end of Shippuden.
Oh, yeah, something did happen.
Okay. Honestly, does it explain this?
No.
Does it explain why Orochimaru and his henchmen are just like, everyone's cool with them being around?
No, it does not.
Huh.
I swear to God, it doesn't. It's hilarious, though.
Well, anyway, it's. Oh, and he's younger too now for some reason.
Hey, that's because he's still doing the whole takeover bodies thing.
Yeah, no.
It's like Naruto literally brings that kind of like nods to it. He's like, "Huh, you look younger."
Yeah, you're doing like crazy experiments, and he even says in this episode, he's like, "Well, you know, sometimes you make these clones, and you just have to kill them." And everybody's just like, "That's not right." But then they don't do anything about it. They just let him keep doing it.
I know.
Look, man, we need this Nazi scientist for the moon mission. They're the only ones who know how to do the rockets.
And I mean, it's also, you know, where's he going to get his extra arms from? You know,
Wait,
like
who?
Naruto.
Oh yeah, that's right. He lost his arm in the war. By the way,
Yeah.
which I didn't know, but it was obvious to me because he wears that like wrap
Bandage
or whatever.
thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like he needs to get the extra arms from somewhere. Like he's got the one, but what if it breaks? What if he
Well, he
breaks
should
another arm?
just get Orochimaru to put some Sharingans in it, like everybody else.
Yes, give Naruto a Sharingan arm.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Like he's not strong enough. He needs a Sharingan arm. Oh, that would be amazing.
Well, this episode sure was dumb.
Yeah.
Let's talk about... What were you going to say?
I mean, it's not the dumbest episode we're going to have.
Yay! My Hero Academia, episode 41. Coda. In this episode, brutal training from hell. Like, seriously, Bakugo is putting his hands in boiling water. That is not safe. That's not how this works. That's impossible. Don't do that.
Nothing is impossible.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This was my favorite episode of this series so far. It was amazing. It was funny. It had some dramatic moments to it. The animation throughout the whole episode looked awesome. It featured virtually every character doing something. It had awesome looking shot composition. It was really vibrant and colorful. It had it had a couple of amazing faces.
The one,
like Mina,
the Mina face,
and just everything, and it was genuinely funny. It was just all around a really great episode, and ended on a cool cliffhanger with the villain showing up. It was just everything.
Oh, what? You mean our secret forest hideout wasn't so secret?
Oh no, what will we do?
Oh no! I liked how Ida ended up like running through everyone's training.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like little things like that. Like through the whole episode, they were running gags and stuff.
They got a really good like story, like a storyboarder or something for this episode.
Well, so, somebody in the thread mentioned there was a particular animator that worked on this episode.
If something is suddenly exceptional, it's usually because somebody parachuted in and did an episode of work and then parachuted out.
Yeah. Man, it was so good. It was so funny too. Like when your character kept going, "Revelry in the dark." You know, they kept saying that over and over, and nobody knows why.
No one knows.
And they had like that one shot where everyone was sleeping, and they had like Mineta tied up.
Yeah, it's like, do not let this dude run free. Do not. Hey, Class B exists.
No, they don't.
There's like multiple people in it.
See, I even like that. I like I know that Class B kind of sucks or whatever, but like it's cool to just see them like around. I don't know. I just think it's cool. We get to hear their teacher talk. He didn't really talk much. There were so many characters in this episode, like, and it didn't. I don't know. It was just. I've
had Ragdoll for 5 minutes, but if anything happens to her, I will kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Yes. Absolutely. She was amazing. And I love that every time they have a shot of her, her eyes are like giant. Like she never stares. Yep. I mean, she never blinks.
Well, she is the...
Yeah, she has that quirk. I know.
She's the one who is like, I know all information on everyone's quirk. Yay.
But she's so like funny. And
then Tora's over here like, I'm going to break you.
Yeah, he was cool too. I love these. I love the Wild Pussycats. They're awesome. They're like a great addition to the show. I'm enjoying this show more than ever. I think it's great. I know. That's the last thing I got to say about it. It's just I wish more people were as excited as I am because I'm just like all over this. This is so good.
Honestly, as someone who's watched ahead, this next sort of stretch of arc and a half is probably the best the show is. You know?
Awesome.
Sorry, I still like the tournament.
Tournament was great too, but I just think this is like
I feel like this has got the the extra something that the tournament arc was missing.
Yeah, because this isn't a tournament. That's kind of one of the reasons I like it. Because like it's got them all like training and stuff, but then it has the fun like moments where they're just having dinner together and everyone's just interacting through that way. Like the joke about what's her face lipids, and he goes, "Oh, it's just like when you poop."
It is when you poop.
Depression.
So it's like it's a great mix of funny and but then serious, and it like had everything. It had all the emotions. It was really good.
Yep. Anyway, let's talk about Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online Alicization Episode 6, Project Alicization. In this episode, we're finally going to figure out what this whole thing is all about. Right, guys?
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
That's next week.
So they've developed a way to clone Flucklights, and they bring up the one of the glasses dude, and he's like, ah! And then the entire episode explodes.
Yep. Like the episode was like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Like the clone Flucklight freaked out so hard, he literally broke the TV.
It broke Toonami. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, we later learned from DeMarco that it was a hardware problem with the Turner network. It wasn't the file, the audio, the video that was supplied by Funimation. It was their fault.
I could have sworn it was the video.
Well, Sword Art Online is Aniplex.
Or whoever. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
whoever.
Aniplex. Yesterday I could have sworn it was the video file because when I went to go watch it on demand, it had the exact same problem. It cut out.
Well, that's probably because it was recorded off air.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably what happened.
Yeah, but no. DeMarco said that it wasn't Aniplex's fault. It was Cartoon Network. So.
Which is why they can air it again.
So yeah, but we just to briefly recap, which was so funny because we all were cracking up about the fact that Sword Art broke Toonami, and then because of the way the automated programming works on these networks, everything else was already lined up, So like the next bump, after about 5-10 seconds of it being frozen.
I think it was more like a minute because I had enough time to try and go see it. Initially I thought, oh, my fucking cable just conked out again. I guess I got to go to the stream. Oh, it also happened. Forward.
It messed the stream up too, but because I was watching the Adult Swim stream, so after about a minute, it just suddenly we're cutting to commercial, and then we're getting we get commercial break, and then we come back from commercial. We get the after commercial bump leading back into the show. The same scene comes up for like 4 seconds and then freezes again.
And then they're just like, time for Megalobox.
And then then the next bump comes in, and it's like, well, here comes Megalobox. It's just like goes on, and we see the first 15 minutes of that Megalobox episode until it reaches time for Megalobox to air, and then everything resets.
Started over.
Yeah. Like literally, I was in the bathroom when this happened, and I come back and I'm like,
you missed this.
I had to pee, and I'm like, all right, let me go real quick. It's the guy freaking out about his own thing, but I really gotta go. And then I come back, I'm like, wait, why the hell is Megalobox on?
Oh God, nothing will ever be that delicious again until episode 10. Episode 10 is just going to be, that penultimate episode again, but maybe worse.
Oh, yeah. It's just going to be a black screen for like 5 minutes with no sound.
I'm not going to watch it on my TV in my living room. I'm going to watch it in my room with the door closed.
Yep.
I guess this episode has taught us one thing, and that is don't fuck with the Flucklights.
Oof.
I have ethical questions about what they're doing here.
It's not good. Like, this is somehow... No, it's not actually worse than kidnapping babies. Are they still kidnapping?
I think it is. I think it is.
No, I feel like they're still kidnapping babies, though, at the same time as this.
If they are actually kidnapping babies, that is amazing.
I hope they are.
I don't think they are. I mean, to be completely fair to the show, the few minutes that we got to see seem to suggest that people are just being allowed to have their minds cloned.
Yeah,
but
they're cloning the Fucklights.
Yeah, but what we did learn too, though, is that, and they didn't say this, but it seems obvious, that Alice is this AI that they're building from the ground up. Basically, they created an artificial floodlight in the system, and they're raising it in there, and that's what probably Alice is.
No, I bet it's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, it's one of
You think so?
Yep. They're gonna think it's Alice,
could be. It could be Yu-Gi-Oh.
I could believe that because they would never make a girl that powerful.
But here's my question. So the whole point of this whole program is to create a general purpose AI by basically giving it life experiences.
Yeah.
Then why set it in this weird fantasy world?
I don't know.
Why have magic and...
Okay. If I'm being serious right now and giving them the benefit of the doubt and all that stuff, they probably took a game and they're like, okay, we've got this game template, let's just fix it up and then we'll use this,
Yeah, maybe
it'll give us a good starting point and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
because if they had to recreate the entire world, it would probably be more complicated this way.
Well, the funny thing is they may have explained that and we just didn't get to see it.
I mean, who knows?
I guess we'll find out this weekend.
Apparently there was something that was about to happen about a bomb and a boob.
Oh, yeah.
That we didn't get to see, and I'm like, Kaiba put a bomb in some lady's boobs, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, don't say any more because I can't wait to find out what this is about.
Yeah, no, I have no idea where that's going, but I want to see it so bad. I really hope he's actually still alive and secretly running this whole thing, because that would be amazing.
Oh, look, I'm completely expecting there's gonna be a version of him in that game, in that world.
Oh yeah.
Well, there'll definitely be. Yeah, there could be a version of him. Yeah.
He's sitting at the top of a fucking tower.
Yeah. Honestly, I tried to find a full plot summary of the arc, and I could only find one of the first episode. So I'm like, I have no idea if he's actually alive or not, but I'm hoping he is. I hope
if I had to actually put real money on it, he's dead.
No,
I would too, because I would feel like the government would have gone after him or something.
Remember, this is a government initiative.
Yeah, unless he's working for the government.
That is ridiculous. That would be ridiculous.
He murdered people.
Japan
takes their crimes very, very seriously.
He is literally the worst criminal in history.
You say that knowing how the space race went.
What?
No, remember you made the joke earlier. We have to
yeah, I'm saying that goes above the level of criminal. This dude's the worst criminal in history.
I mean, I could still see them,
Oh, I will. B-dubs, if he's alive, it wasn't voluntary. He escaped, or he got out of prison or something. I mean, maybe, right. But there's no way the government was just like, hey, come work for us. That's just not happening. This guy's a fucking murderer.
I mean, yeah, my logical brain says yes, but this is also SAO, and they do keep trying to redeem this guy.
Yeah, they did it already in this season.
Yeah.
I just wanted to find out what was at the top of that castle.
Dude, I hate this. I hate that so much. You built the castle. No one else would know but you. What's there?
You're the only one. And then, this is the best part. When he takes them all the way to the top of the castle, there's nothing fucking there. Like the whole season ends and you never find out what's at the top of the damn castle.
Turns out it was fucking nothing all along.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You couldn't take him to the goddamn treasure room and open the door for him?
Nope. We've talked enough about a thing that aired for 6 minutes.
Okay.
Megalobox, episode 12, Leap Over the Edge of Death. In this episode, yay, everyone's gonna go, they're gonna fight in the finals. He's finally gonna fight Yuri in his integrated gear. Oh.
Yuri took the gear off.
Yuri took the gear off, huh?
Well, it's, yeah, and to be clear, it wasn't just like, I'm gonna pop this gear off. It's like, no, we're gonna have to like cut you open and reattach biological arms to your body, and then you're gonna have to scream in agony for like a week.
Because definitely there wasn't any easier, less invasive way of putting these arms on. Definitely not.
No.
I mean, I guess they are like directly connected to his nerves, but probably like that.
He was like, and he was doing this stupid like, don't give me any medicine, even if you hear me screaming in agony, because if I can't come over this, then I won't beat Junk Dog. And I'm like, oh God.
He's like, no matter what you hear, don't open this door.
Yeah.
5 seconds later, oh my God, open this door.
I get that reference.
I regret everything. I don't even know what I'm referencing there.
You're referencing okay, I'll tell you what you're referencing. You're referencing Gene Wilder and Young Frankenstein.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
No,
okay, I kind of do. I feel like I know it from something else, though.
Yeah, it might have been something else too, but that was one I remember.
Yeah,
he locks himself in with Frankenstein's monster. He's like, I'm gonna calm this beast. Whatever you do, don't open that door. Frankenstein's monster like looks at him for like 1 second. And he's like, open this door, get me out. Anyway,
it's very unfortunate that Dr. Frankenstein died.
Well, in that movie, he was called Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. We could just talk about Young Frankenstein for an hour.
Well, to be honest, I didn't really watch this episode of Megalobox because I was having too much fun reacting to the whole fiasco.
Well, I mean, it happened twice, so, you know.
I mean, that's the only reason I knew about the Yuri stuff and him taking his arms off, because I saw it twice.
Yeah, I mean, we needed it.
Mikio does not even, I didn't even recognize him. Like, he took off the stupid fucking glasses, and he's not, like, looking like a toy, like an action figure with the gear on.
Yeah.
You know what? I had the same thing. When I first saw him, I thought he was Yuri. And I'm like, what? Why does Yuri look so weird?
You thought he was Yuri?
Really?
He doesn't have the same color hair.
Okay, whatever.
God.
For a second, I was like, is that Yuri? And I said, I guess my point is, though, is that I hadn't seen that character like that much. And I just assumed for a moment, it's like, oh, that's Yuri. No, wait, that's not Yuri. Who is that?
Yeah, it's that other Shiranto dude. You know, the one you really care about.
The brother or whatever. What even happened at the end of the episode?
It's time for the fight.
Yay.
So we're gonna, so this is the whole thing. The whole show's leading up to this final fight in a megaloboxing ring called Megalonia, where nobody's wearing robot arms.
No.
So basically just Nia.
Yeah, it's basically going to be the world's worst Hippo fight.
Gearless Joe versus a guy with like maybe half an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think honestly at this point my biggest problem with this show overall, number one, is I just can't be invested because it's so unbelievable. Like, I'm supposed to believe this guy had his arms surgically reattached and like 1 week later he's going to use them to box. No. He's going to be in like traction for like 6 months.
It's ironic because this is the one time where I think look at the action the character took and is like, of course they would do this. Like, of fucking course Yuri would take off the gear. there's no way he wouldn't do that. It's just the events that lead up to this are so dumb.
Yeah.
But like once you take them all at face value, it's like literally 0% chance Yuri does not decide, fuck this gear, I need to determine true skill.
And I think like that's the other thing too. It's like I get what they're doing here. It's like this idea. Yeah, you're right. It's like true skill. It's like this idea. It's like I don't need the gear. Blah blah blah. We'll do real boxing, but like it's such a letdown because it's like you build this whole show around the concept of robot boxing and then you just do nothing with it.
I know. Like Joe stops robot boxing almost immediately, and it's like, oh my, just do robot boxing.
Yeah. Like Real Steel had more robot boxing.
Like they came up with this cool idea for a boxing show, and then they got really cute, and they were like, "But what if what if the main character just used his arms?"
Yeah, because see, he's so good, he doesn't need to robot box.
And then his head gets punched right off by a dude wearing an engine.
See, that's what would really happen. But then in this world, it's like Looney Tunes, where you're just like, I guess people can just take punches from robot arms, and that's just how it is. And then they're bruised.
Exactly how it works.
And it's like, I don't buy into it. Like, why have the robot arms then? It's dumb.
I know. They should just have robot arms. I mean, they
should have had like robot suits, and then like they could get punched in the like part of the face that is a cage that protects their face from being turned into, you know, macaroni.
Well, I mean, they'd still have, you know, like concussions and shit.
Yeah, but my point is that like you don't get punched by a robot arm and then just go, oh, I guess shake it off, Joe. Come back in the corner and spit a little blood into this.
You got this, kid.
You would have his brain should come out. That's what would really happen.
His brain should come out.
Jesus Christ, Yuri just punched through him.
Yep.
I mean, and it's made worse by the fact that so many of these robot arms look like power loaders, you know? It's like...
Yeah. Well, I mean, they all, like, punch. Like, they barely hit, though.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's no impact. So, you know.
So, who's going to die?
Joe.
I'm not saying anything.
I think at this point you're right. I think it's going to be Joe because I thought the coach guy was going to die, but instead he lost his eye.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
which is bullshit, by the way.
It's based on the old, you know, boxing Joe manga, and Joe died at the end of that. So I figure same thing here.
You know, I get those two mixed up. There's the Joe thing, but I thought Joe and what's that other boxing thing that's famous?
Ippo.
So those are two different things?
Yeah, they're two different things.
Okay. Because I was going to say, like, Ippo is, like, still going on or something.
Oh, yeah, no, Ippo's going on. It's pretty good. Like, it was just this big Mashiba fight, and he just wrecked this guy's face in, like, one punch. Pretty awesome.
That's another thing I don't like about this show. It's like, they have these big build-ups to these fights that last, like, one round, and they just get punched in one hit, and they're down.
No, I mean, like, part of like what sort of a boxing thing allows you to do is like it allows you to use the training as sort of the build up parts of the story. Like you escalate through the training all the way up to the fight when you hit the climax, and then you race toward the conclusion there. And it's like this show never really does that. It tries to, you know, use the fight as just a regular part of the story. I don't know. Well, like if you watch an arc of Ippo and an arc of this, like they're very different.
All I can compare this to is the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
And the Rocky movies, there's a fight. The two contestants meet, then they go off and they have their training montages. You get invested, and then the last 1/4 of the movie is just the fight, and it's like a long drawn out thing that's very dramatic. And in this show, it's like a little bit of build up maybe, but then a fight and it's over, and then let's go talk for a while.
Yeah, that's sort of what the Ippo thing is like. It's a bit like how Rocky's structured.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you guys want to talk about JoJo?
Yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, episode 27. I'm an alien. In this episode, they meet an alien.
Yay!
Maybe.
Oh, come on. He's got to be an alien.
Really?
Yeah, unless he's got like the world's weirdest stand.
Dude, what? I mean, I guess he could be an alien, but like,
he's an alien.
They're clearly trying to fool you with this. He's some weirdo with a stand, I bet you.
I have no idea what's going to happen, but if this show has aliens, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. At this point, it's not that weird.
The probably the least weird thing about him is that he's got like Vulcan pointy ears. But like again, we've got monsters running around in this world that nobody seems to bat an eye at. So
this exists. This occurs in the exact same universe as Part 2.
Wait, don't they all parts are in the same universe?
I know.
Yeah, up until now, everything's in the same universe.
Yes, I just still this. At any point, cars could come back and slam.
Oh yes. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that was a great point. Somebody pointed that out.
Yeah,
it's like we've already seen aliens.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we haven't seen aliens.
Cars wasn't an alien. He was a vampire. It's different.
No, he was an ancient Aztec god of fitness.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I buy into. I believe. I'm the conspiracy theory that Cars and his race came from the stars, but I don't know that. But my point
is such a thing even possible? Yes, it is.
Yes, of course it is. But he is definitely from. He may not be from outer space, but he's in outer space.
Yeah. Honestly, I know it doesn't actually happen, but I really want a season where Cars just comes back and he's got like the world's craziest stand. Because you know that shit would be bonkers.
Yeah.
It's just the lock.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to happen. Or like one day Araki's just going to be like, okay, JoJo Part 11, fuck it, we're going into space, we'll do Alien. Cars is the alien.
Well, we do know
JoJo Part 9, space.
We do know some things. For example, this alien can't see stands. So
or can he?
No, I'm pretty sure he can't.
I mean, unless he's a liar.
He'd be a really good liar.
He would have to not flinch at all.
Yeah. That's the thing.
But Josuke even asked him. He's like, "You don't see this thing?" And then he's like, didn't say anything. I don't know, whatever. If this is all a ruse, whatever. But the point is that he says he can't see stands. We know that he doesn't manifest a stand.
Well, the stand is his transformation power.
Yeah, but doesn't everyone have like a?
No.
Everyone had like a manifestation. They don't.
Remember the comic book?
The comic book was the manifestation. Remember, he could see the future, but only
through the
comic book. The boat was the stand.
I guess not everybody has a humanoid stand. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have one of those, but you're right. I guess he could have stand powers that are just his body, but he can turn into anything. And then, the whole episode is about Josuke tricking this guy into being a pair of dice or being a dice.
Right, and now he's going to play again.
Because the first thing on Josuke's mind when he meets an alien is, I bet I could use this to scam the shit out of Rohan.
Yep, want to get rich.
Perfect. Part 4.
Yep. I mean, he's just Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Pretty much.
I mean, and they're not even pretending to not scam him. Like, Josuke's just rolling natural 20, like, every turn.
3 6s, followed by a 1, 2, and a 3.
And then Rohan gets the dice and, like, Bupkis, you got to pay out triple.
And then at some point, Josuke's like, shit biscuits.
Shit biscuit.
I'm winning too much.
Would you like some cream of the ice?
I'll make a theory too, and that is that the dice they're rolling isn't the alien.
Yeah.
This whole build up is like, why isn't the alien? He's doing it too perfectly, and then you're just gonna learn that like, oh no, that's just an ordinary pair of dice.
Yeah. Oh God.
But no, he literally broke into Rohan's house beforehand to plant the dice.
Yeah, he's like, I knew you would do that.
That's so. Man, this show is good. It's a bit weird how with that reaction to like sirens though.
Yeah.
That's honestly the most inexplicable thing about him.
Well, he's got big ears.
He does.
But like he broke out into like fucking hives.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if he's an alien, it might affect him. But I guess you're dead set on him not being an alien.
He refuses to believe.
I just think the whole show is just like, he's an alien, and it's like, he's probably just a complete weirdo.
No, he's a goddamn alien.
Why was there a crop circle?
I don't know.
Maybe he's just a weirdo.
He's a guy who woke up sleeping in the center of a crop circle.
Hey, look. You make the crop circle, you go to sleep in the middle of it.
And then he makes up stories about coming from like another galaxy.
Come on, Mulder.
You know what?
And then Mulder's over here like, looks like the victim was stabbed. Have you ever heard of the knife ghost? It's a ghost made out of knives. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. I was just gonna say, like, when was X-Files? Was that late 80s, early 90s?
X-Files was early 90s to early 2000s.
Okay, so X-Files could have been running in the time frame.
X-Files was absolutely running at this time.
Okay, so what I'm getting at is that we could have the JoJo equivalent of Mulder and Scully show up.
No, that actually does not happen.
I know it doesn't, but I'm just saying it could happen time-wise. It could happen because, maybe Iraqi's a fan.
I don't know if he ever got into American television like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Black Clover. Black Clover, episode 61, The Promised World. They win. Yay. She immediately turns back into, I'm a perfectly fine person now. In a way that is hilarious. Otherwise, I got nothing. I don't care.
The only note I made about this episode was that the animation in this episode reminds me of that really bad Darkstalkers cartoon. You remember that? Or am I the only one who saw that on YouTube? Okay.
I think you are.
It's when you have some spare time, go check it out. It's called Darkstalkers cartoon something, and it's like
really bad.
It's so bad. But this show looked like that sometimes to me. It was like really poorly animated. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember even much of what happened.
No, neither do I. I actually don't. I can't tell you what happened in this episode.
So you're saying though they defeated?
They were able to get rid of the eye controlling her, and now she's perfectly nice.
Yeah.
Like you watch the eye just kind of. Which hey, you know what this means?
I think there was some flashbacks in this episode to when they were kids.
Yeah, it's more of that stuff from the cave or the temple, where it's just like, hey, we had to kill Zamboza was the one who killed all the other ninja kids.
Yep. So he's the winner.
Yeah. So yeah, Black. What do you want me to say?
You could say, let's go moving on to the next show.
There was one thing I wanted to talk. I wanted to make a joke. I made a joke and then I lost it.
Oh.
Hey, this means William Not a Bad Guy is back on the list for being a bad guy now.
Why?
Because it's since what was her name? Fauna was just being controlled and possessed.
Wait, who are you talking about? Not a bad guy, Mars?
William Vengeance.
Oh, Vengeance. Oh yeah, yeah. I can't see what you're saying. Yeah.
If it doesn't have to physically be him, then because like they're being controlled by elves from the dead elves, basically.
You know what? Something I was thinking about. Again, I don't know why I'm giving brain cells to this show, but one thing I was thinking about is that like we've had two villains now from the Eye of the Midnight Sun who have like eyes on their forehead. And I noticed this week that that stupid opening that we see every week with that giant demon, it too has a giant eye on its forehead.
Huh.
So I'm thinking, I wonder if this is all related.
I'm sure it's nothing. Hunter x Hunter.
Yay.
Hunter x Hunter episode 134. The word is that person. In this episode, the king looks at Welfin with kind of a nasty glare, and Welfin immediately turns into the next California raisin.
Somebody posted a funny picture online of like how everyone has changed in this arc, and it showed like Welfin looking like an old man. It showed what's his face like with all his white hair falling out.
No hair.
Nove, and then it showed like Gon, which is looking like an adult version of himself.
Start of the arc, end of the arc.
Yeah, it's really good.
This arc is good, and this episode is also very good.
Yep, it all came down to one word:
cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
So apparently that him just saying Komugi was all it took for the king to be like, all right, well, I'm not going to kill you now. See ya. It's like he suddenly has grown a conscience.
Oh, he's just like, oh, I don't care about you guys. Fuck you.
Oh, you think that's what it is? Hey, I kind of read it differently.
I don't know. I'm not smart enough.
Well, no, it's interesting. I think it's an interesting take. I could see it being that. Like, it could have been like, well, no, see, I don't think it's that actually. Because he was like, the king was he very much said like, go off and live a happy life or something like that. And it's like, whoa. he was like, I don't know if it was because he was thanking Wolfen for telling him about Komugi or reminding him of Komugi, or if he's just genuinely like, now that I remember everything about Komugi and my love for her, like I am now reformed.
I have ascended to the Buddha.
Yeah, I have ascended to like, oh no, wait, I'm not going to kill all humans now.
Yep. It's this, oh, man. I really, really like this episode.
Is there one or two more episodes?
I think the next episode is the last episode of the arc.
No, I think there's like 2 episodes left.
There might be a...
Because I think the last arc is 12 episodes.
It's something like that.
Just out of curiosity, and if it is a spoiler, just say I can't tell you. But what is the last arc called?
I think it's the Hunter Association chairman election.
Yeah.
Chairman election. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Netero died. Yeah, Netero died. They need a new guy to run the thing. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
What about this really smiley, flashy guy?
Oh God, no.
Yep.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Some good stuff happens. You'll get to see Hisoka again. Haven't you missed him?
He's okay. What about Chain Boy?
I'm not sure.
Really interesting. I kind of would assume everyone would come back at the end, but maybe not.
Got anyone else you want to see?
Bisky?
Probably.
Well, I mean, she's kind of high up in the Hunter Association. I assume she'd be in that arc.
I don't actually think she is.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, whatever. I know who's gonna show up because you guys have been hinting at it forever, and he hasn't shown up in this arc.
No. Honestly, this could be multiple people, and I don't know who it is.
All right. Is true. Would you want me to tell you who I think it is, or do you not want to?
Who do you think?
It's Leorio.
Oh,
yeah.
Leorio's
coming back because you guys were always like, Leorio's awesome when he comes back, and I'm like, well, we've got like 2 episodes less of this arc. I guess he's not in this one.
I mean, he hasn't been in the show basically since Your Canoe, so
yeah.
Which, when you think about it, that's insane.
Yeah,
it would be like Luffy not being in the show for years, which is basically what happened to everyone except Luffy for multiple points.
Yeah, Luffy was in the only. Yeah, the Straw Hats weren't in the show. It was Luffy's show for a long time.
I mean, then there's after that, like you get into Dressrosa, and it's like, okay, you guys go over here. It'll be only you guys for now.
Oh man! And as much as I love, like, as much as I loved Zoe,
and Whole Cake,
like lots of characters were gone in for a long time. Frankie and
screw you, Frankie, Robin, Usopp, and
Jinbei.
Zoro.
Well, Jinbei was in a Whole Cake.
Zoro wasn't in it.
Zoro, yeah. Those 4 were off somewhere else, and they were not in the show or the manga for long time.
They were on the SS fuck out of this arc.
Yeah, they were doing stuff. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, anyway. This is a really great episode with a lot of stuff going on that I don't remember specifics about.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that the whole is like, hey, turned out the bomb had like the worst poison ever in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not technically radiation, but basically radiation.
Yeah, I like the kind of the whole moments, the scenes with Poof and the king, and Poof having to be like, don't let him speak. He'll reveal my secret, and then that game will be over, and that whole sequence, and then like Poof talking out of turn, and the king turning around and like giving them this look. It's like he's like a millisecond from being killed, and I don't know. It's just like, and then again the whole like change to the king at the end where he's sort of like, I don't know. It's just like he's just suddenly like, oh, I'm not going to kill anybody. Poof was ready to die. Wolfen was ready to die, and the king is just he doesn't just walk away. He's like, I don't want you to die.
Yeah, before that he was like, you know what the punishment is.
Yeah, you're gonna die. I'm going to murder you if you say something.
Oh no, wait. Did he act? He was like that whole, I don't even have to say it. Come after.
I don't remember. I just remember that like
there's a lot of people saying, like being very non-specific in this episode.
Yeah. I just remember that the king just for the most of the episode just being just like the most terrifying creature, and just being like, at any moment he could just look at someone and they'll die. And then he hears Komugi's name and he's just like suddenly different. He gives this look. He's just like, oh, and then he's just like, I hope you live a long life. Go find whatever that guy's name, Gyro.
I hope you live as a human. Raisin.
But like, yeah, he's like, become a human. It's like he's just given up being an ant completely in that moment.
This is such a crazy arc.
Yeah. I was watching Easy Allies, and I forget, it was some live stream or something like that, and one of them were talking about like just offhandedly on the side about like Hunter x Hunter, and they were like, I haven't gotten very far into Hunter x Hunter, but I'm not sure I'm going to stick with it. And I think it was Kyle Bossman or somebody was just going like, dude, you've got to get to the Chimera Ant arc. It is like next level.
You have to watch most of the show.
Yeah. You have to get to Chimera Ant. It is unlike anything you've seen. And I was like, as someone who'd never seen Hunter x Hunter before, I'm kind of at this point like, yeah, I get it. I agree. It's definitely worth watching.
So you want to talk about Naruto Shippuden for 5 seconds?
Well, there's a difference between want and have to.
Naruto Shippuden, episode 241, Kakashi, my eternal rival. In this episode, do you want some flashbacks about Kid Kakashi and Kid Guy? Because that's what you're going to get.
Yep. And then Guy is not drunk, but insane. Well, insane-er.
They've apparently been on this boat for 7 months or something, and they're only like a mile away from the village.
They have like magic in this world, but then they take boats that go.
This boat trip is so stupid. They've just been going in circles.
I'm assuming none of this I mean, this is all filler, so it's just
yeah.
It's like the boat trip probably took like 2 pages in the manga.
Oh, probably. Like, I'm pretty sure it just took like a panel or 2.
Do we even want to mention the acorn?
Probably not.
No, nope.
No.
Wait, what acorn? I actually forgot.
I think Guy made like Kakashi might have been like, hey, your penis is small.
Oh, right. Yeah, Guy has a small penis.
Anyway. Yeah, this was a dumb episode. Basically, a kid, it just showed had we ever seen when they met before? I guess if that's never been seen, at least I guess they showed that.
Yeah,
I
different.
Don't know.
That's like their first meeting, and of course, it's so cliche and stupid. Where like Guy just walks up to him and he's like, "Haha, you're going to be my rival." It's like, oh, good.
And 15 years later, nothing has changed.
And then, like, yeah, he's like crazy because he thinks everyone is like.
Oh, remember when Naruto walks out onto the deck and all the like Jonin are like, "Duh, we're just lying here, not doing anything, just having an orgy."
Well, then yeah, and then like Naruto walks over to the edge and he's like making a joke about peeing the Rasengan.
Oh yeah.
He says like Rasenpee or something like that.
Rasenpee.
It's a weird episode. Who wrote this?
Do you think he shouts Hokage P every time he pees now?
Of course he does.
He is kind of like not very mature even as an adult.
No.
Yeah.
Or you could say he hasn't changed a single bit because they didn't actually bother. Anyway, that's Naruto. Because clearly nobody cares.
Although, like, I guess it's worth mentioning that apparently next week we're back into canon.
I think maybe next week is the last filler.
Oh, is it? Oh, damn. All right.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, the thing with this show is that going to and from canon, you never know if it's going to be a better or worse.
Remember the things we've had in this filler arc, the good times we've had. Abacus skateboarding ninja. 2 episodes back-to-back about a ghost.
I mean, there have been filler episodes that I've enjoyed.
Giant enemy crab.
There haven't been any filler episodes in this filler stretch that I've liked, but there in past filler stretches, there have been episodes I've liked. And then we come back and it's just more brooding Sasuke, and it's like, ugh.
I'm sorry, you mean smoldering.
The fangirls are smoldering.
He smolders with generic rage. Anyway, that was this episode of the Toonami Escape podcast. It's late. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Okay.
Thank you, B-Dubs.
All right.
Thank you, C. Kohler.
No problem.
We'll be here next week for the review and ranking of Megalobox. Ooh. Excitement. And the actual, we'll actually talk about the thing about SAO. And apparently we missed Boob Bomb.
Oh, I want to see that so bad.
I need to see this. It sounds so dumb.
I need it in my life.
Good night, everyone.